Anyway, so we saw the tracks immediately. We saw fresh. It seemed relatively fresh because back there, first of all, he said that the growth was like triple what it was at the same time last year, and he was here the same time practically within a few days. And there's a lot more growth because there's been a lot more rain. And aside from the squash down grass, that was a large area. I'd say, I don't know, 14 feet.
Well, John described it in the last video as a lazy hunter. It's lazy practices.
It looks like it's laying down, or it's crouching down. And we saw these two prints that were like really close to each other, but they were round and circular. And we kept on seeing them peppered throughout our whole recon out there. And interestingly enough, at the end, at the tail end, a whole bunch of stuff happened in between, from the beginning to what I'm about to talk about.
I'm here about a mile and a half away from where you guys were. I heard the howl.
Yeah, there was a howl.
And it's like the classic werewolf howl that you would hear in a Hollywood movie. It sounded like like a chalupa.
It was too long. I mean, it was very long, and it was very deep, and he had to calm me down because I was very, very, very scared. That was a moment where I can't remember the last time I heard my heart pumping, throbbing through my chest. And I had to gather myself to not make a lot of noise because we had the distinct feeling that we were being watched by something, because 5 or 6 times the area we went into was quiet. And he said, now, you know, the area can go quiet for a number of reasons because you're a presence, you're a predator, and the birds will want to settle down and see what's going on. And after you're still for 5-10 minutes, then they'll resume their chirping or whatever. But it was already quiet when we approached.
So you guys lost all the insects, all the birds, everything as far as anything making noise.
And then so I'm like, let's go deeper. And he's like, yeah, well, duh. So we're going deeper, and we went into that haven, the haven that you guys went into last time with those weird amber leaves, those glowing. It looked weird. I don't know. There was something weird. It looked. I know there's optics and there's sunlight creeping through all the trees and stuff, but it was just weird. It was just scary. The red leaves seemed to glow.
So, gentlemen, ladies, everyone watching us right now, as we are talking right now, we are surrounded. We're surrounded. Everything came in. We've got stuff here, here, here. Over there, over here, and over there. We are surrounded. This is going to be an interesting night.
That howl was really, really loud. And it was far away, right, John? It was far away into where we were. It was that direction.
Right.
So that would place us where, in corroboration with what you said. And that coincided with that really scary moment where we already felt he like crouch down, take a knee, and my heart is thumping, and we hear the howl. And at this point, I'm grabbing onto his sleeve.
We're going to roll out on this situation here. We've got Sasquatch here. And what's interesting, throughout the afternoon and into the evening, we've been surrounded by dark, greasy shapes. I don't know what's here, but I do know we've got some of the furry people up here. So I'm going to go talk to them and make them understand that we're not doing anything, heinous or anything bad.
Yeah, I got something over there, off to the right of where they're talking. Yeah, I don't have a radio to them, so.
Okay.
Yep. Yep.
Black form moving quick towards the swamp, down towards the location of Bryce and JC.
So about 100 yards out.
About 100, 150.
Okay.
Do you think we should warn them?
They'll figure it out.
We'll see if we can hear noise over here. It started at the tree line here.
There's a swamp right in the middle right here.
Right. All right.
I hear something over there.
That's it. That's the movement I heard earlier,
Yeah,
but
I hear
I didn't
brush.
see anything.
I hear brush over there. I hear it again.
All right. I think it's about time. Might want to call him out.
Hey!
You got movement to you! You got something coming to you! Heads up!
Pull back this way.
Let's go in.
No, you got something quick coming in from your right. From the east. Fade to black and moving quick.
Light it up! We got it. Look to your right! Yeah, I got it. I had movement right in the center. You got movement in your light! Hold it still, it's right there! Take a look! It's not moving! Oh shit. You fucking kidding me? He's moving up to you! You got him! "50 yards! Front of your light!" Get out of there! Come back to me!
I see him standing there.
He's just looking at you.
Oh my god, I see him. He's standing there still. Shine the light. Oh my fucking god, I've never seen anything like that.
Get out of there!
Oh my god.
He doesn't want to move.
Yeah, he's standing like a tree. He's standing right behind the tree.
Yep.
Behind.
Yep, he's got
Oh
the
my god,
tree.
he just crouched. We mean peace. He's a little guy.
Come on out!
He's right there. Go, don't lose him. He's right there. He's a little guy. He's getting out. He's coming out. Hi. Hi.
One's out!
They like girls.
Waiting on two! I lost it. Yeah, it's crazy.
Look, I saw it in the fucking real light.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's right behind the pine tree.
It's too bright for the nods.
Yeah, it's there. It's still there. You see that form?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still there.
You can get a shadow in the night vision, but you're not getting it. You good?
I'm not afraid.
Moving out.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I got you.
I like it.
Yeah, all I'm getting is a shadow of him.
I'm not afraid of him. I see him right there. There he is. His back is to us.
Yeah.
His back is to us.
Two's out.
Yeah, I saw it. I saw it. It's way back there. Let's get out. I don't want to see that anymore. I don't want to see that fucking pet anymore. Let's get the hell out of here.
There's the one. Let's take this one instead.
Okay.
This is a good one, huh?
You
You getting anything on that?
I don't know.
Any camera
I mean,
quality?
I'm getting camera right now, but I don't know if I turned the camera in that direction. I don't know, but I saw a
Alright.
fucking head that was very tall. And I want to get the fuck out of here. Just make sure that we're not going to go into water or something.
Yeah, no. This part should be flooded like the last one. This is the second trail we took.
Okay. Just make sure there's no deadfalls or nothing.
I see it's got the break from earlier,
Yeah,
so we're in good shape.
Alright.
This will get us to the OP without the water flooding over it.
Okay. And from the OP, how far is it away from back to camp? Can we just go straight through?
We could if we wanted to fuck things up on my truck.
Okay.
That'd be
if we had to.
Mortal,
Yeah.
essentially.
Right.
Which we have no indication
Right.
to do that. So you're going to be fine.
Okay.
So we're going to hang it right up here.
Mhm.
This is the first field
Mhm.
in line with this house since we just came out of the back lot.
But John, I'm not getting out anymore after I just saw what I saw. I'm not
Okay.
getting out.
Right.
I just saw it. I'm not going to discuss it right now.
All right. Well, let's get over here.
I don't know. I think I could put the camera in that direction.
Okay. 'Cause these are our two sets of tracks
Yeah.
from 4 or 5 hours ago.
Where's my babe? I'm rolling. I don't give a shit.
I got one here.
Okay. Thanks.
There's your stand.
Mhm.
That was weird.
Yeah, that was. Well, I don't want to be here.
What was that, huh?
I don't know. Can we go, John?
Well, this is the investigative aspect, Jane. We gotta do this.
No.
So, something just hit the back of my truck. I want to turn around and see if it was a log or if there's nothing there. Then we know clearly what hit the back of my
Yeah,
truck.
I know, but
Clearly.
I don't want to see.
You know, well, you know what? We gotta come down the trail anyway.
Okay.
Whether we check this out or not.
Okay.
So we'll find out.
I don't want to get
Here's
out
what I'm gonna do for you.
Okay.
I'm gonna posture the vehicle in a fashion that will get us out of here, then I can turn around.
Okay.
Especially if it's at a point where people lost their composure.
Yeah. Meeting
panicking
me.
to leave, yes. So you can follow the essential trail that's been crafted from the last 3 times we've been here.
I'm not going to panic. I just want us to exercise based on the evidence we've already seen.
Right.
You know, common sense dictates that we don't need to put ourselves at risk.
No, not necessarily.
No, we've collected a lot of evidence. I saw something that we can discuss, and you
Right.
did too.
Okay. Well,
And that's good evidence. And I saw something to the effect I don't want to get out. And I don't think it's safe for you to get out. I really don't want you to get out. Please don't get out.
you still filming?
Yeah.
Kill it for a second.
Okay.
This area has been logged out since I had the encounter. But the same thing happened in this little strip they left. There's a 4-wheeler trailer walking down, and as I was walking down the trail, I felt like something was stalking me, watching me. So I looked up, and probably distance from here to that pine right there, the evergreen tree, it was sitting in the bushes watching. And it kind of laid down. I thought it was a bear, so I froze.
What was that? Did you hear that?
I heard that. That's kind of cliche, isn't it? Did you hear that?
Let's be quiet and just assess.
Get to the rear.
And we follow the trail that we used before. We try to go access the OP from, the main entryway, which was through the middle, the woods. There was a belt there. And about 4 hours later, after we come, it was full of 6 inches of water. All of a sudden, there's no hills or, it's not in a valley or anything. So where that water came from, we couldn't go through that. It wasn't there before. So we go around. Things are getting spookier. We hear a tap on the bumper as John's driving. At that point, he turns on the headlights. Well, he turned on the headlights to assess the water too, but he turned on the headlights after after that bump, the initial bump on the bumper, or the tap.
So something slapped your vehicle?
Something slapped the vehicle.
Okay.
So I started getting scared, really, really frightened, and John had to, make sure that we still maintain the course, go reach our objective, our goal, go back to the OP. What? Alright, cut for a minute.
Solid. We'll go back to that later, huh?
Cut for a minute. Because what happened after that? So after that, did we go to that one side?
Yeah, we went through the, basically we're just retracking everything we drove through before.
And then I want to try and figure out, I saw the dog head before the last tap, right? Because the last tap, okay, so we're flanking that forest where there's just a grove that goes straight down, like a bowling alley or whatever, and there's trees, tall piney like trees, or poplars maybe, but they're tall. And right in the middle of it, at the very end, where the tree line is, I see a head, a really wide head, canine head. That was, I didn't want to look at it anymore, but I saw the ears too. The ears were really long and pointy, just like a German Shepherd, just like I've heard in descriptions before. I didn't want to look, I couldn't look at it anymore, it was too scary. So John, at that point too, also, he was saying that he was seeing something. I didn't want to inquire. He said, he kept saying we're going to talk about this later because there's just too much happening all at once. Well, he's telling me, you know, he has no reason to panic until something is in our windshield. There's just harassment at this point. We have to maintain our course and reach our objective goal, and that is to go to the OP, so that's what we're doing. So he's kind of calming me down because that was messed up. I want to get out of there. Telling me, no, you came out here for this reason. Yes, I did. Okay, let's keep going. So we drive up to the position. Did we hear that tap?
We were about to dismount.
We were about to dismount. Okay, yeah, we were about to dismount. And he's talking to me, right? I'm at a level 8 of fear. He's talking me down, and I'm like, yeah, okay, you're right. Yeah, you know, I say a prayer, and I'm like, yeah, we got to do this. We came here for this reason. We have to do this. As we're talking, he shines a light out of his window. The light goes dead. Okay, that is weird. He said it has a fresh battery. Goes dead. All right. Then he started moving. He wanted to move a little bit forward at that point. So he did. He depressed the gas pedal. I heard it click the bottom. He did it a couple times. He depressed it. He looked at me and smiled. And I didn't want to talk. I didn't want to talk about it. But he said something lifted up the rear to disengage the held onto the wide cylinder part underneath the bumper. So to disengage the the wheels to lock, and then so the computer in his car he's describing will automatically shut down the accelerator, and that's what happened. So he pressed his foot down, nothing happened, but we were locked up.
Yeah, I heard you were on just regular ground too. There wasn't like mud or anything.
No, yeah, that was pretty solid because we were approaching that hill, or we were on solid ground, but we were pretty close. No, that was wrong. Like everything out in that night was wrong. I didn't want to be there anymore. After that point, I said, John, I don't want to get out. I was asking him to not get out himself. I said, please don't. And he said, okay. He was
pretty frightening.
It was very frightening. All right, so Ron, tell me what happened with your grandmother out here. So, like before, I was stating in the article that this is a generational issue, that when his grandfather bought this land, the encounter started happening then. So tell us what happened with your grandma in this
sensitive area. Well, it's getting the time of year when they had to pull the traps up for the season because the fur was going out of prime. So, and this was back when we were all going through confirmation and for Lutheran church there in high school, and around 13, 14 area. So all my cousins and me, my dad had this big old Dodge van. He'd pick us all up and take us all to church, plus any of the grown-ups that wanted to go to church that day so we could do our confirmation notes. Well, Grandma usually went every time, but she lagged behind that time. She's like, I'm going to take this time to go pull the traps since it's nice weather.
Right.
Well, she went up with her old dog, Judd, with a German Shepherd Lab mix, and they were heading up for that trap line up this way. And she stopped, and what she thought was a bear was leaning against the gravestone, the one that's toppled over, leaning up against the tree there. And I just sat there and looked at her, and she looked at it, and she thought something was strange about it, and it was just leaning on the gravestone kind of like this. And that's when it stood up, its ears went up, it turned around and walked into the woods. Well, she was freaked out.
Yeah.
She
understandably.
hauled ass back to the house, and when we got back from church, we just stopped off, had coffee and donuts at Grandma and Grandpa's there, and we pulled in, had all the dogs in the house, every gun was loaded, and she was white as a sheet.